Hey everyone, I'm Sage Valentine and welcome to my channel of the same name. Right now I'm going to review CBS's Big Brother Season 17, Episode number 7. If you guys want to chat with me outside of this review and my POVs, check out my Twitter page and Google Plus page at Sage Valentine and hit me up and we can have a very long chat about how crazy or boring or whatever you think of Big Brother 17 at this point. So what do I think about this episode? What is there really to talk about? Other than the fact that I feel like, I feel so bad for Davon. But I'm proud of her that she's not sitting down and just allowing them to truly get to her. I know she's upset. Anyone would be upset, like Jace was upset last week. Some may call this karma because she was happy about Jace, but then Jace was kind of like after her anyway, so it was a tit for tat, I guess. But, to be honest, like, she doesn't want to lay down and just show them her hind legs and just die. She wants to fight. And I'm here for her completely. And, yeah, I was a little bit bummed that she didn't get the veto, and the fact that she was kicked out first, which I was just like, well, is she going to get a chance to fight for this? Like, it just seemed like all the odds are against her, but she still, to this day, to this hour, is not giving up, and I respect her 100% for her. What else can I say about this episode? Audrey's always busy, but I've already told you that. You guys know that. Clay and Shelley are fools for believing in Audrey and trusting her. And no, Day is not a bigger threat than Audrey. Audrey is one of the biggest threats in the house besides Austin and Jeff and Clay. And Jackie, because Jackie's working with Jeff, and Jackie's kind of a sleeper agent a little bit. Because sometimes on the feeds, Jackie disappears and then she reappears. So a lot of people are calling her this season's Vanessa. Yeah, Vanessa did disappear a lot last season. What else can I say about this episode? Let's see. I'm glad that John used that veto and wasn't a fool. Because there was one person who did not use the veto, Marcellus obviously, and unfortunately ended up going home. John is not a fool. Yeah, he was a fool for throwing that competition, but he sure did question when Clay was like, why don't you just throw the competition so we can keep, the nominations the same? And John was just like, well, Clay, you know what? You're not on the block. I am. I'm going to get myself off the block. But what cracked me up about this episode, besides Austin's little lie thing that kind of helped Liz a little bit, and the way Vanessa threw Meg under the bus, was Shelley being confused as to who should go up next on the block because she's so adamant against getting rid of Day. And if you guys don't know why Day is on the block, everybody has their own theories, but she did admit that the reason why she put Day up on the block was because Day did not save her with that fast forward. She saved Liz, and she has held that grudge against Day. Plus the fact that Clay remains in her ears, buzzing like a fly, trying to, get Day out, and he convinced her, Shelley, this episode, like, it will benefit your game if Day is gone. No, honey, it'll benefit your game. What it's doing to Shelley is putting all this blood on her. So when everyone's looking for the next woman, and yes, I said woman because obviously the guys are not threats to these people. When the next woman is nominated, it will be Shelley. And if they don't get her up there, they will end up backdooring her, especially if it's Audrey. You know good and well Audrey's coming for Shelley. Audrey has really no allegiance to anybody in this game. She proved it in the episode by talking about, oh, Clay, yeah, I'll kiss up to you, and made those kissing sounds. What else? The way that Shelley picked Becky to go up on the block as an idea, and she thought of Liz, but never thought of Audrey, never thought of Austin, never thought of Jeff. Hold on. Oh, my nose for some reason is running now. Never thought of those guys. And that's the thing that got me, because I was just like, all of these people are threats, and you just have them sitting around here chilling. Like, you really just want to go home pretty soon. And then the way that she was manipulated by not only Austin, but Vanessa. Because Austin told that lie about what he so-called heard that Davion, Meg, James, and Jason were talking about when they weren't even talking about that. And then here comes Vanessa, who is also easily manipulated, talking about Meg. Now, of all, like I said, of all the people, I don't know if I would have picked Meg to go up as a pawn. And really, at this point, I wouldn't pick a pawn. I would just put two threats against one another and just say, let them fight their way out of this. The way that Davion was saying, like, she and Audrey should have fought their way off the block. But I digress. What else about this episode? The fact that that whole house turned against Davon. And see, they did not have enough time to put that in the episode. But what happened was that on the feeds, we were able to see the different house guests going upstairs, save for Jason, because you know Jason is Dave's ride or die. But everybody else was just like bad talking Davion throughout this entire game. And I remember previous seasons when people would just remain kind of neutral, but say, you know what, I'll vote the way you want to vote, and then do their own thing. But these people were just like, nah, Day needs to go. She's loud. She's problematic. She's going to blow up on everybody. She's going to act a fool. She's going to just all this stuff. And Davion has done nothing but act graceful and calm. And she actually had a conversation with Shelley this week, and Shelley was 100% surprised, as if, look, Davion can act civilized. But anyways, let's see. The biggest thing that surprised me had to be Becky, though, out of all of the people talking. Because Becky just seems indifferent about it. Like, oh yeah, just one other person, and you know, she's a loose cannon, Dave. We could get her out of here. And then talking to other people, talking about, oh, you know, Dave's gonna go off and act sassy. Like, Becky, bye. You got hit in the face by a train. Which I don't even believe the train story, to be honest. I think that Becky was lying all about that. Let's see. It's sad that poor Meg was put up. And then to hear that, you know, Meg felt bad because she was like, it's sad that I'm put up on the block so that Davion will not be able to fight to get her way out of it. And it's just the way that people are playing this game this season is ridiculous. I know some people are saying, well, you know what, Davon is the worst player so far in Big Brother history. Nah, not even close. If anything, the only thing that Davon did wrong was that she didn't keep her gameplay to herself. But I've seen people do worse things, including co-signing what people were saying by just staying quiet during different seasons. But that's the only thing I could think of that she did wrong. Now, as far as conversational wise, she said some problematic things that she was ignorant to, because a lot of people are still learning about what is or isn't transphobic in this country, because right now we are in tune to not only racial issues in the country, but what's going on in the LGBT community, particularly the T part of the community, the trans gendered part of the community. And when Davon realized what she said was coming across as ignorant, she apologized. And then she told Jason how she was embarrassed, and she kind of laughed, and people took it the wrong way, that she called Audrey a boy, and she slipped up. But, and I'm not defending anything that she said, because, I mean, as a young person, we all know, but there are a lot of people who don't know what is or isn't considered transphobic. But Jeff, honey, Jeff has been saying a lot of questionable things on the feeds, including this one comment he made about the guys wanting Liz to go to the jury house so they could pass her around or have a three-way with her, or some problematic garbage that he said. He's been saying a lot of stuff. Jason has upset quite a few people with the things that he's saying. On top of the things with Clay that said, and Shelley has said, pretty much everybody has, for the most part, says something that has offended a lot of people outside of the game. But that's nothing new. It happens every season. But you guys take care. I'm Sage Valentine. Rate this video, leave your comments, let me know what you thought about this episode, and if you're watching the feeds, let me know what you're thinking so far, and hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my brand of crazy. I love you guys. You all take care. I'm going to go try to blow my nose because my nose is running, and I will have those reviews out tomorrow of at least Hannibal. Under the Dome I'm going to have to catch up with, but I love you guys. Bye, guys. Bye.